Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth Ravage07 coming at you today with another quick review. I received this in from Deluxe Toys. Thanks again to them for shipping this out so very quickly. Diminutive Wheelie is in his Studio Series Core Class box with that right there, and that's the little bit of artwork that's on the side. The back of the box shows he converts in 12 steps, and the other side with even better art there. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of packaging, but before I do that, let's take a moment to pause and scan here for those that are still looking in store. That's about going to do it for a look at the box. Let's get him out of his box and see how cool or not cool he really is. Thanks again to Deluxe Toys for sending this guy out, and let's get it done. 3, 2, 1, and so what all comes inside the box? We do get this set of instructions showing him getting into, there's the languages that we don't really need that. Gosh, it's so aggravating. They just keep pressing it in there. They're going to use more paper than they are plastic. There's that. And all the steps, and 12 steps get him into his Cybertronian alt mode. Sorry about that. And it shows weapon storage there under the back end of the alt mode. And we also get Wheelie on card here with the plastic bindings again, with the backdrop that I will not be using. This is probably going to go bye-bye. And a very not cool way to lock in the slingshot. Not so much whatsoever. That would probably be the first thing that gets gone if it's ever found in store. So teeny. Let's get him off the card and let's check him out. Thanks again for watching. And here is Wheelie with his said teeny accessory in hand, and posed the best I can for the limitations of a core class figure. That's why I do believe that this guy could severely benefit from an upsize to a deluxe class that's small, kind of like Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee, and the rest of the lot, Cosmos. He was a mini bot and from the '86 movie, and while that figure, as seen right here, was so ugly and whatnot, I still love that thing. I actually took it with me to the hospital when I had to have my tonsils took out, but I don't remember coming home with it. It's probably still in that drawer somewhere inside of the hospital room where I was recovering from my tonsillectomy. And anyway, I took Wheelie in there with me, so it's kind of nice to have a newer, nicer edition here. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it, because this guy is very limited in stuff. He doesn't have, when it comes to head articulation, he's got a little bit of a movement because of the transformation joint there, but he's got some side to side. The paint and whatnot looks nice there. It's nicely tempered. Autobot symbol on the chest. Going down to his arms and shoulders, you get a hinge here due to transformation probably. You go all the way around on the ball joint there, and you do have a ball elbow swivel there, but zero articulation at the wrist. This is something that needs to be addressed with core class moving forward. If you watch my Bomb Burst review, you'll see that he even has ankle tiltage and stuff, and toe tilt due to transformation. But I mean, that stuff should be automatic into these core class figures for the price increase that you have these days. Or don't fool the core class, just go ahead, like I said, do a smaller deluxe and give it all the articulation, because this guy has no waist joint whatsoever due to transformation. As you can see there, he's got a ball joint there at the hip, but even that's kind of limited because of the butt kibble, and I feel like this butt kibble should have been done in a way to where it comes up and it comes up on a pivot joint and swings around and folds in on itself. This is just aggravating that he's got this huge butt thing going on here. And so there's your knees, your waist, your legs, and you got some there, but there's no upper thigh swivel. It's just the ball itself, and this is pathetic, man. This guy is a beloved. Some people don't like him because he speaks in rhymes, but I absolutely love this guy. I'm going to end up probably getting a third-party whatever the release is. It's really a far cry better than this, and be happy with it, and or hoping that Wheelie does get the upsize to the other class. And then the paint apps look good. This is about all you get for the robot mode. It's just really wee, really small. Wheelie is small, but he deserves some better attention than this. This is just laughable. It's just like as dorky as the whole thing was back in G1. Again, here's the picture of him in G1, and here is Wheelie today in core class size. I have to say still, without even transforming this, that the Titans Return version is still my quintessential Wheelie that can also use the blue 5mm peg spots to hold the GTO release for those that got that from Toys R Us back of this. So I've already talked about this way more because of my love for this character, but I'm also not super in love with it. I like the way this looks, but I'm not super in love with it because it's got shortcomings to a degree. So through some of my magic, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and here is Wheelie in his alt mode, and I can't help but feel that with this release that Wheelie once again gets the shaft. As we keep going around, I really feel that Wheelie gets the shaft again, because this is just unacceptable for a car mode. His hands are sticking out the back end. This was difficult as can be because it's on a slant inside of here, and this is just waiting to be lost. You're more safe to put it in his hand and have a slingshot sticking out the back of his rear fender well. No, Hasbro, no, just no. This is not how you do a character like this at all. I'm telling you that the Titans Return is still the one of choice, and one I would recommend over this even. And just like the honking, I just feel like this is a bunch of honk here. And
bait, where's the sheep?
This is not a good version of this guy. This just really blows. It's supposed to blow us away, not blow altogether, Hasbro. So this needs a redo into a deluxe class size. I cannot recommend this to anybody, even to the little kids that might like him if they see the Transformers '86 movie. Maybe they were onto it, sorta, but this should be tucking away somewhere and or folding up in on itself and giving you the full back wells just like the Titans Returns did. And when you do a review, sometimes you got environmental noises such as geese or ducks quacking and honking and sirens going off like crazy here in the South Asheville area. And Lake Jillian used to be a very beautiful and awesome place to kind of like chill out. Asheville Airport's like right over there, and you can see a jet taking off right there. You can hear the sirens out here on long shoals go up and down the highway. It's getting closer to 5 o'clock and they get worse and worse. In this quick review into a close, I got to say it wasn't all I was quacked it to be filming the first part, but here's some comparisons. Here's the new Wheelie with the Titans Return. I still think this one is by far superior to this guy. And here's the GDO, where Wheelie's actually got an earth mode, painted tail lights. You know, these two were $9.99. That was $12.99. Uncalled for. And one final set of comparisons in robot mode. There's Wheelie with the Titans Returns Wheelie in robot mode with the 5mm pegged slingshot that came with the GDO. And speaking of the GDO, there is the GDO in his full robot mode and what have you. There again, $9.99, $12.99. I just really don't like how it gets smaller. Stayed the same in price, but then got it more expensive in a matter of 10 years. And just for, you know, giggle, a mistransformation and or just changing it back down to give him more in scale with the other deluxe class figures in his time, gives that Wheelie a little bit more squat look, which is a really, really nice deal there. And it looks like he's got ultra big clown feet all the same. But yeah, there's that for those who are interested. So glad I picked it up and found it when I did. And on to some final thoughts. This core class iteration just goes to show how diminutive this Wheelie really is. I really can't recommend it for anybody but the completionist, and even then, just with reservations. I mean, that butt flap is heinous. It should have been able to fold up into the backpack. And when you have it in vehicle mode, having the hands stick out of the back end, it's not a plus, and it doesn't look good remotely. They could have done something with the extra space with the back end, along with making that fit into the robot mode better. But they're on a screen budget and all this and that. I'm really hoping that this guy gets a deluxe class iteration that's akin with the like Bumblebee and Cosmos and them that are so well done. That's what this guy needs too. Like I said, I'm really let down today with this, and I wanted to give it a higher recommendation, but the no way swivel, the wrist not being able to swivel, the feet and the rockers after seeing the Core Class Bomb Burst and the Core Class Iguanas have the rockers, and even their shortcomings, the wrist swivels are not there. If the price increases, this stuff should be top-notch premium, or scratch out the whole Core Class, just be done with it, and make it a deluxe, make it smaller in scale with the other bots. I think that's what Legacy was trying to do, and I know this is a studio series, but this is not a really good offering of this character, of one of my favorite characters from the 86 movie. Thanks again for watching my channel. Please, if you hadn't done so already, like, share, and subscribe to help my channel continue to grow. And if you also, are in a position to help the channel to continue to grow, please consider donating to my Patreon down in the description there. Thanks again to all those who have subscribed. I hope you guys have an excellent, safe day out there till all are one.